interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
Damn good coffee and hot.
Yeah. What happened?
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't really have anything. I got nothing. I got nothing. Wow. Wowdy wow. The second eagle has flown. Why am I laughing? That's not funny. You think that's funny? Oh, brother. Anyway, good morning, folks. It's Friday. At least you have that going on, right? Friday. I look forward to the gigs tonight. So it's Friday, July 28th, 2023. July has been a very long month. I played a gig on July 1st of this year, and it seems like, oh my God, it seems like a decade ago. It's out of memory. That's how long ago it was. I really don't have much memory of it at all. No, it was a beautiful day. We played at the mansion at Ebo Hill. But that seems like forever ago. Been a long month. Today, I'm just here. I really got nothing. I have no guests. I am trying to test out some fixes I did on Chrome, getting rid of all the extensions and all that kind of stuff to see if I can stream from Chrome again so that I can use all the functionality properly without the blurring and the freezing and the nonsense in the video. If anybody wants to pop in, hang out for a little bit, I'm not going to do this for long. I'm not going to be on for long today. I just wanted to test the stuff. I do have 2 gigs I have to get ready for today. One is a corporate facility type thing, and the other is a band thing tonight. But I got a lot to prepare for, equipment-wise and changing strings and all that kind of stuff. I blew my bass out. Well, I blew it out. I left the bass in a cello case. I don't know why. Ask me why. I don't know why I do things, but now it has a bowed neck and it has no truss rod in it. So I think that bass is basically going to be a paperweight, a doorstop. I don't know how to fix it, and I'm desperately in need of a good luthier out here. When I was talking about another eagle has flown, Randy Meisner, one of the original Eagles, has passed away. So that's him and Glenn Fry. As you get older, the people who you grew up with or grew up watching or listening to start to fall. I mean, but a lot of them now. It's just starting to fall. You know what? And this generation here, these people, the Eagle people, are 10 years behind the McCartneys and the Mick Jaggers, who seem to be doing just fine. Anyway, I don't really have much to say. I do last night, and I don't want to talk about politics today or at all. I know it's there's a lot of political news going on. Twitter is on fire with a whole bunch of stuff, people arguing back and forth. I'm not even going to say the names they're arguing about. But I just wanted to see if I can avoid that for a day, for 1 hour if I could. And the odds are against me because there's so much going on. See more memories. I'm looking at my memories here. And this morning, because I have nothing to talk about today, I started looking at what Kiera used to bring to this table here was odd news, strange news, weird news, that kind of stuff. Man, that stuff is lame. You go to UPI or any of these sites that feature supposedly odd or funny news, strange news, and they're the lamest stories imaginable. Like a sheep being rescued by a hovercraft because it went out into the water. Like, what's funny about that? What's odd about that? It's not. Come on, give me something. Give me a woman in Florida got caught fucking an alien by her husband and shot them both. Something, something. I just made that up, by the way. That's not true. I hope you knew that. If you didn't know that, uh, maybe we should be testing other systems other than the Chrome browser. Um, see, 1 year ago, looking on my Facebook memories, it says, I have a gig tonight, so I won't be around to tell you how much the Mets suck, so I'll do it now. Your Mets suck. This is what I was doing a year ago today. Anyway, yeah. Twitter is messed up now, and I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. It's not X, it's Twitter. It'll always be Twitter. Um, this whole blue check mark thing, and you don't know who's real or who's not because you can buy a check mark. And there was a Matt Rife, but not Matt Rife guy on Twitter. He's still there, and he bought a check, bought himself a blue check mark. I don't know how they're supposed to verify this stuff in some way. But the guy's Matt Rife with a check mark, but not the real Matt Rife. And I realized I was following him, but then last night he tweeted out. Now, keep in mind, he's not the real Matt Rife. Saying, and he tweeted out, um, "Stop yelling out at comedy shows and learn from the others. You're ruining a good time for the other people who know how to behave at an event." And I thought, wow, that's a really weird thing for a guy who does so much crowd work to tell people stop yelling, because he encourages people to stop yelling out. And I was just curious about it, and I was just reading to see the comments, and then I realized this ain't the real Matt Rife. And then I saw the real Matt Rife profile, not him. And that um, comes back to basically this whole idea, but Twitter selling get verified blue check marks. When you sell it and you don't really do the work to make sure that they are the person they claim to be, it becomes uh like ridiculous. I'm just reading. Good morning, Kelly. Uh well, crap, I tweeted him. Really? Did you really? Or you just busted my balls on that. Anyway, so I don't really have anything here going on here today. I got nothing going on, but I am no, I didn't. These people are just so fucking dumb. I'm not gonna get into politics, but these idiots that are arguing with me on um, Twitter, it's just so frustrating to see these fucking cult members. I'm not gonna talk politics. Anyway, uh, yeah, I think he's funny too. I think Matt Rife is funny. Kelly says she did because she said I did because I think he's funny, but it doesn't say the real Matt Rife. That's the thing. I mean, you know what? Not everybody does that though with their profile. But and I was just thinking how that's just so weird for a guy who tells people, because in his last special he asked people to yell out stuff, and I just thought, wow, why is a guy who asks people to yell stuff out telling the audience that it's rude to yell stuff out? That doesn't make any sense at all. Um, So whatever. I was wrong. It's not the. It's a. And I'm wondering if this guy just lives to start fights on Twitter and start nonsense on Twitter. But this is what Elon Musk has done to Twitter, which is buy yourself verification stuff. Verification should be real. Oh look, the New York Mets won a game last night. That's pretty amazing. Anyway, anybody want to pop in, say anything, or I'm just probably gonna bug out. Oh my God. Yeah, I just want to punch these people. These dopey patriot. I'm not going to talk politics. See, I can't do it. I can't do it. There will be big news today, and some snowflakes will melt. That's all I will say. Speaking of the heat, though. Oh, and by the way, I have made friends with the animal kingdom. The deer population that lives on my property in the back um, are starting to accept me. They're starting to accept me. I've been feeding them for a while, and in this heat, you'd be surprised. Anything cold and wet, anything cold and wet. So I've been giving them watermelon a lot, and they love that. But now they've been used to me feeding them, so their first instinct when they see me is to run away. But then they stop and they, oh, it's the bald guy. Let's see what he's got for us. And they come over, and now I can almost feed them right out of my hand. I mean, they're coming up like a foot and a half in front of me, but and it's been a gradual process over a couple of months now of getting them closer and closer and closer. We'll say this: I have noticed that the does and fawns, the ladies and their babies, are much braver than the bucks. The bucks are the first ones to run away. And the bucks don't when I'm out there feeding them, the bucks don't even really show. And I'm wondering if they have noticed the same about the human population that lives in their front yard, because, uh, are women just braver? I don't know. Actually, probably the does need the food more because they're these little babies, tiny little babies. And it's like a multi-generational family. This is pretty cool what you learn about this stuff anyway. I think so. Is that deers live in multi-generational families. In other words, the buck will have they're polygamous. The buck will have a couple of does that he gets pregnant. Now, both those this at least in this yard, this is what happens. We got one buck, two does that got pregnant from him, and then their daughters who have had other, I don't know if they're males or females yet, but tiny little ones. So we got three generations. I'm hoping the buck, the grandfather, is not fucking his own daughters. Wow. Yeah. So and this is not politics now. I'm not talking about politics. I'm getting off of the uh, the deer thing. I'm getting attacked by Charlie Kirk's people for pointing out Charlie Kirk's misinformation tweet yesterday. So hmm. Oh, I'm reading Kelly's thing. So it's so hot here, my hair got more red. Wow, that's pretty hot. You know what? I was noticing friend Christina. She'd been posting some pictures from when she was young. When she was young, her hair was a lot more red. Just something I noticed. Anyway, I really got nothing to say. I got nothing to say today. Um, I noticed Billy Wayne Davis, Andy Andrus, and Christine Levine are doing a show at the Shady Dell. They're doing one at Bumstead in Tucson on Thursday night, September 14th, and then at the Shady Dell, which is a trailer park in Bisbee, on September 15th. I'm almost tempted to go there. Almost. And I was looking at the Shady Dell site. It looks pretty cool, the Shady Dell. It's like a retro trailer park, old time trailer park. And they have events. They have live music there, acoustic music, and it looks like now I don't know. I'm just guessing. But somebody and one of the acoustic duos has Gary Ronstadt. And because Linda Ronstadt is from that area, and she had an older brother before she went to California. I'm wondering if that's Linda Ronstadt's brother who's doing a acoustic duo there. That would be pretty cool. I mean, but so I'm interested in possibly going down there and doing a gig there. Who knows? I'm just thinking about it because I got some time off in September. That weekend in particular, well, that Friday night, I'd have to be back the next day for um a gig. Uh, Her hair doesn't show the red in pics now, but definitely more strawberry blonde. Two redheads turn white. Fun fact: turn white. I thought no. See, this is what I counter to because being in the hair business, and the leader of the hair cult. I'm sorry, not everything is a cult, but lady I worked for was a true redhead from England, and she's older than me, and her hair is still as red as it was, ginger as it was when she was a kid. And she told me that real gingers, don't go gray. They don't. They're the one. Blondes go gray. Strawberry blondes go gray. Um, but real gingers, real redheads don't. That's what she told me. She could be lying to me about that. I've been lied to before by women. Carl's in Poland? No, he's not. Um, Carl's hello from Poland. Carl, stop in and say hello for 2 minutes. I'm not staying long anyway. I got nothing to say here. I'm just testing this new fix I did. Um, Carl says he knows a few gray gingers. Uh, all right, so I was lied to. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time a woman lied to me. Uh, no, I don't want you to prove it. Oh, I want you to prove you're in Poland, yes. So yeah, pop in and show me pictures of the Polish landscape. What the fuck would you be doing in Poland? Are you on your way to Ukraine? I don't know. What do I know? Um. Oh. Um. I'm not going to talk about this. It's almost politics, so I'm not going to talk about it. But something I just read on Twitter, it made me go, "Oh." I got nothing to say. I don't know. I shouldn't be on Rumble right now, and I'm on Rumble. I don't want to waste my credibility by doing a shit show for Rumble. Oh, by the way, Tuesday, I think I got a good show Tuesday coming up. Glenn Fenderson, who is a comedian and a forensic humorist, is what he called himself, will be the morning guest. But then J.J. Carroll, a recent former border patrol guy who's written a book and wants to educate me on what's really happening at the border. Now, I'm assuming this guy, a lifelong border patrol stuff. I'm assuming he's going to be gung ho, illegal immigrant, gung ho, anti-immigrant right from the start. And this is an assumption I'm making. It's very bad to be prejudiced this way. I know this, but having some experience talking to border patrol agents, uh, I think um, most of them have this, gung ho attitude. But he was talking about what's really going on and how to really fix immigration reform. This is bordering on politics. I'm not gonna get into my thoughts on that today. But he will be here, and I think that will be a good program. That will be one that will be educational, maybe a little confrontational, maybe a little interesting. I think interesting. I don't. And then next week, what else do I got going on? I got another author on Wednesday evening, and that's it. That's all I got booked for next week. I have been. Oh, by the way, tonight I'm on Don Sill Conversations with Don Sill at 8 p.m. on Gov's Comedy Network. For some reason today, Knock 'em Dead comedy is, not on, off. I don't know what Tony took off. What Carl's spinning? I guess in Poland. Oh, that looks Polish to me. I guess in Poland the connectivity is not that good or something. That's a beer. Hello, beer. Hello, beer.
Hello, man.
How do we use where are you really? You're not in wherever the hell you're not in Poland. You're not in Poland. Let me see a street sign that says Polski or something. Come on. Let me see the menu. Come on. Menu should be in Wow, this is looking good. What is it? Lunchtime? You're looking good. Outdoor cafe here. Can we see this? Let's zoom in on this. So let's look. Holy crap! All right, why are you in Poland?
Why not?
That's a good point. I guess lots of beautiful women.
Let me flip this camera here.
Yeah, no, well,
No.
we'll just all flip our computers and stuff. Hold on. Oh, look at you, all handsome with the beard.
Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this beard.
It's really well. The beard is new. Like you didn't have that beard last week. I mean, it's a brand new beard.
No, we talked about it on your show about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
I haven't shaved for about 6 weeks.
Maybe I'm senile. You think?
You definitely are. No, I had a few days spare, and I just searched for the cheapest possible flight, and I found one to Poland, and just got on it yesterday. So I had no sleep yesterday. I connected through Frankfurt as well. Now I'm here for 3 days.
Wow. Beautiful women in Poland, right? I'm right about that, right?
Yeah,
beautiful
and yeah, very nice, and it's a beautiful place. I'm in Wrocław, which is spelled Wrocław. It's right over in the west, but it's super nice. It's really chill. Everyone's really nice. Everything's cheap.
Do they speak English?
Yeah, most people can. So if they realise.
That's weird. That's so weird. How come English became spoken? It's the one language that's spoken almost everywhere.
Because we became an empire. I don't know. We've got a lot of after the Second World War. We had a lot of we opened the door for Polish people, basically.
I get it, but Poland wasn't part of the British Empire ever. Were they?
No, but it might be from the Second World War because a lot of them came over.
Right, but China. Yesterday, I had Ben Frank on, he's a comedian who started his comedic career in China, in Shanghai, China.
Right.
And he said most of those people speak English. More people in China speak English than in America.
Yeah, because they're very Western. They want a lot of Western stuff, right? And they want money, so they have to speak English. There's a lot of Chinese in America and the UK. Chinese keep the British university system up and running. They prop it up.
Yeah.
They pay so much, but most of them are spies, so
yeah.
Trade off.
So, but you speak Portuguese, right? Or do you speak it
Yeah,
well?
yeah. I speak pretty good. I can read really well. I can type okay, and in conversation. And I'm still at the stage where different people, it takes me a while to catch up because everyone speaks at a different speed and different slang. But I can speak it reasonable. Yeah, I survived for 3 months last year, mainly speaking Portuguese. Not many people speak English.
All right. Here's the question, and this is a curiosity that only came up yesterday because he speaks Mandarin and English, but he's a comedian, and sometimes he
Very
does
difficult language.
he does comedy in Mandarin. Even in New York
Yeah,
City, he does all Mandarin shows. Now,
that's
writing
amazing.
jokes don't translate that well, right? I mean, if you're taking a
Well,
joke,
yeah, direct translation, probably not. But if you know the language well, you can probably write within it. I want to do a podcast in Portuguese, and I want to do I do want to do stand up in Portuguese one day, but it's very tough. Tom Segura does Spanish shows because he's half Peruvian,
right, right.
but it's really impressive to be able to do stand up in another language.
Yeah, learning another language is difficult enough, but learning to be funny in another language is a whole
Yeah,
different
yeah,
experience. Yeah,
yeah.
very cool. Well, unfortunately, all I know is high school Spanish, and it's terrible. One time I was
Well, I
on a
never learned. I was never. We learned a bit. We learned quite a lot of French and then a bit of Spanish, but I was never that good at that. I've learned this just from having friends in Brazil, and it's made me want to learn.
Kelly's learning Spanish from when he's I think it's from when he's learned Spanish overnight type of courses or something like that. One of those. Well, learn to speak Spanish in 7 days. I think he started it like last year.
But you can do intense stuff. But even apps like Duolingo, Kelly's learning Spanish from Duolingo, and I use it to practice, and it teaches you to think about the language, and it gives you really weird stuff to say. And over time, it builds it up so you can understand a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's never too late. You could learn a bit of Spanish. Whatever.
I could. I had a full conversation with a guy from Mexico who didn't speak any English on a train, and we basically, with my limited high school Spanish, was able to have a conversation with the guy. A lot of it was just half sentences and stuff like that. But
yeah. Well, that's how I stumbled through a lot of conversation in Brazil. It's half. They kind of get my meaning, but I'm like, here, beer, good, hi, home.
So, are you considering coming here in September, or was that off the table now?
I don't. Yeah, possibly, but it might be October. It depends on a few things, basically. When I can free up some time and when I can afford to go. So,
because if you came in September, especially that weekend that I'm talking about, September 14th, which is a Thursday, and the 15th, which is a Friday, I would say let's go to Bisbee and Shady Dell, and I could even probably approach them about booking a couple of shows there, like one night for comedy for you and one night for music for me, like Tuesday, Wednesday.
You're gonna go to Bisbee for one night.
Well, no, because they're doing the shows in Tucson on Thursday and then one Friday in Bisbee.
Okay.
And then I thought maybe I'd pick up a gig during the week there because they do trailer park shows. I was not aware that they in the middle of the trailer park they put shows on regularly. They have an event schedule.
I didn't know. Yeah, it's a really cool place. I went to look around it when I was there because we were going to stay there for a night, but we didn't really have time. My friends from Tucson at the time, but yeah, it's a really cool place. And Bisbee is exactly what you would expect. It's just fucking a tiny little town. It's tiny, and then where San is out of town.
It's the one weekend I could actually get away that they're actually. Well, I'd have to be back by Saturday night because I have a gig Saturday night. But
so you've got to get into Tucson. It's only a 2-hour drive from Tucson. So you'd have to like rent a car.
Right.
From there. But it's actually, from what I remember, it's a really smooth drive. My friend drove us from central Tucson. And then Tombstone's on the way. So it'd be a shame if you not to see Tombstone on the way, right? Pull in there for 5 minutes.
I've been to Tombstone.
It's right nearby. Cause what I remember, it's about 30 minutes north of Bisbee.
Yeah. My
Past
nephew
and
was
get
born in Yuma, Arizona, which is not too far from Tombstone. So we went to Tombstone and took, did the touristy thing there. What is
Well,
Kelly saying?
it's possible. It's possible. Oh, she's talking about language.
Yeah. Kelly says, unlike Carl, I don't get immersed like I did. The company I work for, at least,
Yeah, well,
is
I'm lucky.
honest.
I text people in Brazil every day, so I'm lucky that I'm always translating it and learning new stuff and getting used to using it every day.
You notice Kelly hasn't done any like really serious, like atrocious typos in a long time. I don't know. She's making me look bad because I'm the only one out here just destroying the English language with my thumbs now. I always could count on her to be as bad as me, but now she's not doing that anymore. It's terrible. Well, I'm all
Yeah,
alone.
she's trying. She's breathing before she types. What were we saying just then? Yeah, I loved Arizona. Yeah, I've got to look at it because I have to time. I have to time my trips with certain parts of the month, and
Yeah,
the middle of the month is always difficult. But it's not impossible. It's not
Ian wants to
impossible.
know if you're calling from a bus station. No, he's calling from a cafe, an outdoor cafe in Poland. What city are you in? Do you know?
Wrocław. Wrocław.
And
So it's Wrocław.
all right, now give us what you ordered. We know you have that big beer. I mean, what did you order over there? Pierogies?
So I ordered. No, I got onion rings and Polish sausage and fries, and lemonade, coffee, and beer. That was my order. So 3 drinks.
Wow, you're a liquid guy.
I'm hungover as well, and I haven't had much this morning. So I needed a coffee. I needed a soft drink. Now I can drink beer.
Yeah, hungover.
I got wrecked last night.
Good
In
for
this
you.
tiny little pub here.
You're enjoying your time, and that's enjoy your life. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm not
Yeah, you
gonna
got to
be.
do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it. You got to do it when you can. I mean, I work hard and I'm always busy. So yeah, every few months, if I can get a few days spare, I'm going to go somewhere.
Right. Is it oppressively hot there?
No, it's actually nice. It's probably early 70s for you.
Wow.
There's going to be a storm later, but it's super nice right now. Blue sky.
Nice, pretty.
Yeah, the buildings here are really nice as well. The history here, that used to be a German town, and the Russians bombed it in the Second World War, and after the war they redrew the lines, and so it became part of Poland.
Oh, I did not know. So Poland actually got bigger. They got more property after World War II.
Yeah, it must have done. Because I know obviously the British were involved in it, so it's probably Britain and Russia.
Well, that's cool payback, I guess. We had we had a period in the early '90s.
I just had a phone call
where my town got inundated with Polish immigrants.
Sorry.
Like
it's a fascinating place.
Like hundreds and hundreds of Polish immigrants. Like something happened in the '90s to kind of make people flee Poland and go to Long Island for some reason. Anyway. All right. Well,
let me try and refresh.
Yeah, we're losing you. I was just doing a test here today. Audio-wise, we're losing you. Let me turn off that noise reduction. Maybe that's part of it. But I'm gonna sign off anyway. That's better. Testing 1, 2.
Let me refresh.
That's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut out. Anyway, yeah, he's gone. Anyway, I was just testing the system today. Not much of a show. And I really, to be honest with you, I'm 34 minutes in, 35 minutes in now, almost 35 minutes in, and trying very hard not to talk about any of the political stuff that's going on. And I wouldn't make it. If I had to last another 25 minutes, I wouldn't make it. Oh, Carl's back. What is this? He's going to be sideways. Nope, he's still
My
straight.
bad.
Now you got less noisy. I turned the noise reduction off, and you got less noisy.
Oh, well, I refreshed the screen. There's something I froze up a while from my end. I think so. I refreshed the page. I don't know what's happened.
How far are you from
Yeah.
Ukraine?
About 800 miles.
Wow. Can you hear
Close?
bombs? No, you can't hear
No,
bombs.
no. But I will go closer next time. I'm definitely going to come back to Poland. So I'll be in Krakow.
That's interesting. You're in a country that's next to a country in a war, but things are peaceful and normal, and that's
Yeah.
just weird to me. Like if Canada was in the middle of a war, I think we'd feel it in some way here. You wouldn't people relax at open air cafes. Maybe I'm wrong because we've never really had that here.
Yeah, I mean, but Russia aren't going to do shit to Poland, so
Right.
it's fine.
What's the big thing in Poland? Is it soccer, or you call it football, or what's the big?
Yeah, yeah, they're into that. There's also a speedway thing tonight on the bikes, I think. So they're big in speedway, and yeah, I think every country in Europe plays football. Most of the bigger ones, so probably one of the major sports.
Interesting. I don't know much about Polish culture at all. I just know the women that they brought here in the '90s were like smoking hot.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's honestly, I've met 10 wives.
See, so if I moved to Poland, I would probably just stud myself out and just be making babies all the time. Like, let's make babies. That's what I would do.
Yeah, it'd be tempting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've known a few over the years because there was an old man in my street. He came in like 1947 and he had a parrot that was like 50 years old. And he was great. He'd make his parrot swear in Polish. And a town that I lived in, Southampton, the real one, had a massive community of Eastern Polish people. So I have made friends with a few back then as well. So
that's so funny that England named its town after towns on cities after towns on Long Island.
Yeah, we really struggled. So we couldn't. Obviously, York. We had to drop the new from York. Call it York.
Yeah. I don't know why you just feel like you have to copy us on everything.
And obviously, we made the language more complicated.
Yeah, you definitely did. But this parrot thing. Now, you said the parrot was like 50 years old, but the guy came over in 47. So he got the parrot sometimes in the 70s. My concern is now because we lost Carl again. Oh, about the parrots. My concern about the parrots. I'm going to let Carl go here, but yeah, we lost you for a second there. My concern about a parrot is that they outlive you because they live like 150 years, and then what happens when you die? Who feeds the parrot?
This one didn't. I think it died at about 60, and then he died.
Wow. Okay.
But he probably gave it lung cancer. He smoked a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, I'm going through this now. I kind of want to get a dog. I want to get a golden retriever. But if I get a puppy, I know it will outlive me by probably 10 years or more. And then who will feed it once I'm gone? Who will take care of it? My wife won't. She'll just
your wife's new husband.
No, my wife.
The pool guy.
Yeah, well, that's the pool boy, maybe. But my wife's not a dog person. If it was a cat, she would. Oh, sure, everything. But she's a cat person. She does not.
People would take dogs off, and you get be able to move it quickly. People love dogs. So you're gonna need to rehome it. Someone will take it.
So you say that I should get one? I should just throw caution
if
to the wind.
If you want one, I'd like one. But the only reason I can't really right now is because I do travel a bit, even inside the UK. So it's not fair.
You move around a lot. You absolutely move around. I don't know if you plan on moving again, but you have moved. In the time I've known you, I think you've moved 4 or 5 times.
Well, what it is, I had the first place I was in Wales. I was there for years, but I just left there and had no home, so I just stayed with family and then Brazil. So I'm going to stay in the area where I am. I was definitely going to stay in Manchester. But yeah, I have to get out of this place next year because it's just the deal I've got with it, and then I'm going to buy a place out of town in a couple of years. So I'll probably stay there a long time. moves around a bit. But the plan is to get a house with a garage, and I'm going to convert the garage into a studio, gym, cinema. That's my dream.
Good. What are you going to do today? Or are you there for the weekend? Are you going back Monday? What's your plan?
I'm here till Sunday. So basically 3 nights, 4 days. I'm gonna just wander the town. It was supposed to be a storm, but it hasn't come. So I'm just gonna wander around and see some nice places. This is basically breakfast at 3 p.m. for me.
Being a tourist, are the women are naturally attracted to you? 'Cause the way I'm probably, this is my insane misconception or misperception, is that when you're a stranger in town, the people know it. He's not from around here, and then especially the women will find you more attractive just for being not from around here.
I hope so.
Well, good luck. No streams, I guess, because you're phone bound, right? So you're not going to be doing any streams this weekend, or maybe you will from a hotel room or something. No.
I don't know. I don't even know if I'll go back today to the hotel, so I'm not sure. Jamie wanted to do something, but he didn't know I was traveling. To be honest, I might try and do something, some kind of stream.
Unfortunately, I don't miss it because I'll be out gigging.
Yeah, I'll probably just be drunk. I'll probably just be drunk in a Polish pub, to be honest.
All right.
Probably what's gonna happen.
Right.
But yeah, as far as September, I'll see what I can do about getting there in the middle of the month. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see you in Arizona.
Yeah.
I've got to work it out because I can't go everywhere, and I do need to. I do really want to see my friend from LA, whether I go to LA or she comes out to somewhere else, like Texas or something. And I'll see, and I'll speak to Hack Oddity as well because he's probably going to come out in October.
All right.
So I might see him for a couple of days. I'll see what I can do. If I can stay there for a couple of weeks, stay out in the States for a longer, I'll try.
It's hard to make plans, man. It definitely is, and shit changes. I know Mikey's gonna book gigs as soon as I plan on doing something. Mikey's gonna book gigs on me.
You got to live your life as well. You do a lot of gigs. You just got to say that day I'm not around. So if you want to book a gig, I would be playing guitar.
Yeah. Well,
tell him to call you.
My paranoia is I never want to turn down a gig opportunity because I feel like the minute I turn one down, they dry up.
You're replaced.
I'm scared. I'm scared of that being the end, and it could happen. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna get off and go.
Nice job,
go live a life. Enjoy Poland, man.
I will do my very best.
All right, have a pierogi for me. I'm out of here. See you later. Bye. Carl's getting a little noisy there in the background, and I didn't have the noise reduction on. Anyway, no show. It wasn't a show today, but good to check in with, have Carl check in from Poland. I thought he was pulling my leg. Anyway, I'm off. I'm just gonna tell you to go turn on your radio and run away. I'm gonna go run and hide. Now I have work to do. You guys have a great day, great weekend. Enjoy Issues with Andy if you're gonna partake in that today. If not, I'll see you Monday, I guess. Bye for now.
Turn on the radio. to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen